Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. Hope you guys are staying safe. So for today's look, we are going to be doing the nude makeup using only powder. So let's start. So using the Pond's All Control Face Primer, I'll be mattifying her eyebrows. As you can see, I'm just applying that on her eyebrows because I want my pencil to glide in smoothly, and I would like her brows to stay matte all day long. This is a technique that I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel I've been doing this for a very long time, and I feel yes, it also keeps the brows matte. So using the pencil, Davis pencil number 18, with my spoolie, I'll be brushing the hair upwards and outlining my brows with the pencil. I'm using the light shade number 18. The darker shade I think is 03, number 3, but this is the number 18 pencil. So as you can see, I'm just filling the brows. So after that, I'll be blending that out just to give the illusion of the brow hair. I'm not brushing up the hair like brushing, just reducing the excess pencil wax. So using the Ferrarucci concealer, I'll be using this lighter shade and the darker shade for her brow bone, the lighter shade for her brow bone and the darker shade for the inner part of her brows, just to give it that, just to make my nose contouring easier. So I'll be using the darker shade in the inner part of her brows. So doing this now, I'm just highlighting her brow bone, which is meant to be highlighted. I like doing my brows like this because whenever I do my brows like this, even if I'm contouring with powder, it's easier for me to contour using a darker shade of powder. But as you can see, I'm just blending that into the lighter shade, so it doesn't look like I'm using two different shades of concealer. So for now, I'm done with the concealer. I'll be using the Benai eye primer, the Clown White eye primer, applying that all over her crease. I'll be blending that out also. Make sure it's smooth, it comes out smoothly. If it's not smooth, then most especially when you're dealing with a matte eyeshadow. As you can see, we are going to be using powder, the Bicham Ageless Powder Studio Fix palette. So using these 3 shades, I'll be applying that all over her crease. So as you can see, I'm just blending out the lines on her crease. Because of the eye primer, you want to blend that out smoothly so your matte eyeshadow stays on smoothly and neatly. So I'm just using the darkest shade from the powder palette to contour her eyes. So I'm not dragging the eyeshadow, I'm just dabbing, applying softly so I don't get to shift the eye primer also. And the key here is to make sure you blend in your eye primer smoothly. You don't want it to have lines, because if your eye primer have lines, then the eyeshadow will definitely have lines too, and it won't look nice, most especially when you're dealing with a matte eyeshadow. So as you can see, I made a mistake of putting my hands on her head. My hands on her head now is because my model is taller than me and I'm not too tall like that. So I'm just trying to bring down her head a little bit. Yeah. So basically I'm applying the shade closer to the darker shade of the powder. I'm using that as an eyeshadow. So I'll be using the third shade of powder that's a little bit lighter than her skin tone. I'm using that in the inner corner of her eyes so that the eyes should look like it's popping. And you see that? So I'm just blending in the ash lines now. So we are done with the eyes. I'll move on to the eye primer and the moisturizer. The Rimmel London primer and the moisturizer foundation in the shade Mocha. So starting off with my applying my moisture potion and the Rimmel London face primer. So that's after I applied my moisturizer. I'm now applying the primer, the face primer. So as you can see, I'm using the foundation, the Super Stay foundation in the shade Mocha, to do her upper part of her brows, the upper part of her brows, sorry. So I'm just cleaning that off. So guys, let's discuss, how are you dealing with the lockdown, the COVID-19 and all that? So I sterilize everything. As you can see, I already have my hand sanitizer on. I've applied that before doing that, and I made sure whenever my model is about to cough, I don't think she coughed or sneezed, nothing like that. But as you can see, she's a quiet person, so she doesn't talk too much. And you know, even from talking, you can still contact the COVID-19. So as you can see, I was wearing a face mask, but I had to take it off because of that mask. Oh god, the stress, the rubber behind my ears were just too much, so I had to take that off. And I was a little bit far from her, so I'm just blending in my foundation smoothly so I don't have ash lines for now. So using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee, I'll be using that to highlight her face, under her eyes, her nose, the bridge of her nose, her chin, and her cupid bow. I'll just be blending that out smoothly. So as you can see, just blending. So hope you guys are staying safe. As a makeup artist, you need to sterilize your brushes, everything. So after that, I'll be contouring her nose and applying the setting powder, the Espons Pet setting powder, and setting her whole face with the powder palette from the Charm Ageless. So moving on to the eyes, I'll be applying using the Blot mascara and the Zickel eyeliner gel, applying that on her eyelids. After that, I'll be applying the mascara on the upper lashes and the lower part of her lashes. So using the wink eyelashes, I'll be applying that also. Using my tweezers, I'll be pressing that in so that her lashes and the false lashes blend in together. So can you see that? So I'm just applying. So I don't want to add colors to this look. I'm doing all skin tone shades. I'll be applying the darkest powder I have on here as a blush. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to set under her eyes with her shade of powder. So I'm just placing that under her eyes and wiping off excess setting powder. Can you see that? I'm not wiping out the whole setting powder. I'm just setting that with her shade of powder, placing the shade of powder on the setting powder so it looks well highlighted and smooth. So that's all I'm just doing for now. So moving on to the setting spray, I'll be using the Zekel Sealed setting spray. So that's after the setting spray. Everything just stays intact. So I'll be using the concealer for her lips and this House of Tara lip gloss for the inner part of her lips, and the clear lip gloss also. So starting off with lining the lips with the darkest shade of the concealer. So we were there lining the lips. Nepa now took light for like 2 seconds and then brought the light back, and then boop, and on again. That was what Nepa did with me when I was doing the makeup. So let's move on. I'm just blending the lips now, blending out the darkest shade of concealer I used. So for the inner part of the lips, I'll be using the color corrector from that same palette, the orangey shade of concealer, to do the inner part of her lips. Can you see that? So after blending that out also, I'll be using the House of Tara lip gloss in the shade Tertiary to do the inner part of her lips, just to give it that extra shine. So as you can see, I'm just applying the clear lip gloss on the outer part of her lips and blending everything all together. So can you see that nude? Now it's coming up. Wow. So moving on, we are using the Get Gorgeous Technique bronzer on her cheekbones. This bronzer is not too harsh like that. That's why I love it. It just goes into your skin. It gives you that natural glow. Can you see that? So that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in. and please don't forget to subscribe. If you're a new member here, you're welcome to the family, and I want us to all grow together. We are all learning, so please don't forget to correct me on the comment sections, and please do like and subscribe to my videos. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe, and please don't forget to wash your hands, and social distancing is very important, and all that. Thank you very much. So for the turban, I'll be uploading a video for the turban I tied on her separately. Thank you. Bye.
Ashe da rai nake son ki jaruma, ba da zuciyata ba. Komai ruwa da iska akan ke, ba za na daina kewa ba. Idan na samu zarar samin ke, ba za na tanka kowa ba. Ni ban ga mai harara ba, bare na waiwaya. Inda ya kanki ne za na tura wahalar zuwa garin nisa. Da an taɓa ki a jira ni don kwatila, sai na zo na ɗaufansa. Jimirin ashe da rai nake son ki jaruma, ba da zuciyata ba. Komai ruwa da iska akan ke, ba za na daina kewa ba. Idan na samu zarar samin ke, ba za na